On 26 November, Pakistan committed a crime against humanity, sin, and a heinous act of terrorism. In 2008, Pakistan's ISI carried out a heinous terrorist attack against common people in the city of Mumbai, India, which was directly sponsored and supervised by ISI. Terrorist attacks were organized by Pakistan ISI against the innocent citizens of India, where more than 160 people, including women, elders, and young people, were killed and more than 300 people were injured. We believe that this attack was actually a conspiracy attack by the state of Pakistan against India, in which Pakistan proved to the whole civilized world that it is a terrorist, raw, irresponsible, and it is a state that sponsors terrorism. The mastermind behind this terrorist and the barbaric attack was Pakistan's intelligence agency ISI, which trained the killers of Pakistan's Islamic terrorist groups and sent them to Pakistan by sea to carry out brutal killings against innocent people of India. They were sent under the supervision of Pakistani Navy, and the whole world saw the terrible bloodshed by these terrorists in Mumbai, including Taj Hotel. Today is the anniversary of these martyrs, and we offer our solidarity and pay our respect to the victims and the families of victims. The world should know that since the first day of Pakistan establishment, Pakistan has not only been the cause of terrorism for the region and the world, but Pakistan's state terrorism, genocide, political repression, economic exploitation, brutality against the historical nations Sindhi and Baloch have been victims of this state since 1947. And it has been the policy, priority, and strategy of the state of Pakistan to enslave Sindh and Balochistan and exploit them economically due to the psychological texts of Islam and the supremacy of the Punjabi army. We reiterate our political stand that in the unnatural state of Pakistan, Sindh and Balochistan have been suffering from political oppression, economic exploitation, and worst, national slavery for the past 75 years, keeping the whole world in the dark and deceiving the international community. Pakistan has always spearheaded the cultivation of Islamic terrorist groups and the Haqqani network, Jaish-e-Mohammed, Jamaat-e-Dawa, and countless other Islamic terrorist groups has been sent by Pakistan for terrorism in Indian Kashmir and Afghanistan. The countries of the whole world are well aware of the fact that Osama bin Laden was continuously hosted by the Pakistani army. The heinous history of political oppression and economic exploitation against the people of Sindh and Balochistan by the unnatural and raw state of Pakistan dated back to the very first day of the existence of this state. The entire countries, including Sindh and Balochistan, by the Pakistan Army and agencies after the arrest of political activists, journalists, and social media activists. They brutally tortured and their mutilated bodies are dumped in deserts in Sindh and Balochistan. Patronage has been Pakistan's preferred political priority and attitude. Extrajudicial killings of political activists in Sindh and Balochistan, disappearing extrajudicially, killing political activists after arrest, and illegal and unethical detention of political activists in tortured cell of state agencies for years, and disposing of their mutilated bodies in Sindh and Balochistan have been the policy and strategy of state, military and agencies that operate beyond the courts. We also want to inform the world that Pakistan and China are providing protection the notorious Islamic jihadi terrorist Masood Azhar and Hafiz Tallah and others from the putting their names in United States terrorist list, which will create a dangerous wave of Islamic extremism and terrorism in the world. We warn the whole civilized world that with such action of China, we are seeing a new and terrible birth of Islamic terrorism in the world in the future. In our point of view, such act of China terrorism will once again become big trouble and destruction for the world. China has tried to save the names of Islamic terrorists from being included in the United Nations terrorist list for the second time. This non-serious and unethical behavior and action of China will cause the encouragement of terrorism. On the other hand, it also shows that China and Pakistan intend to use these terrorists against the democratic countries of the region and the world in near future. In this regard, we believe that China's irresponsible behavior and action are tantamount to encouraging and sponsoring jihadist terrorism. We appeal to the United Nations, the international community and human rights organizations to warn China and Pakistan to this reckless action so that concrete and effective measures can be taken to eliminate terrorism from world. Today, I want to present a fundamental principle and ultimate political stand on behalf of the Sindhi nation to the civilized countries of the world and the international community. And I want to tell you all that Sindh, which has been an independent country for thousands of years. Sindh, which enlightened the world with first city-state of Mohenjo-daro, Sindh, the mother of civilizations and the creator of the Indus Valley civilization. In the current situation, Pakistan is conspiring against the historical and national existence of the Sindhi nation by making Sindh a forced slave in Pakistan. Sindh has been motherland of peace, prosperity, humanity and civilization. Today, Sindh has been forcibly deprived of its geographical, economic and political freedom, and the misfortune of slavery has been put on Sindh's neck by Pakistan. Not only has it been enslaved by the deception of religion, but also conspiracies are being made to put Sindh towards religious extremism under the conspiracy and policy of state agencies. In Pakistan, Sindh is standing between life and death in the terrible prison of political oppression, economic exploitation and national slavery. In Pakistan, the ruling elite and the military junta are enslaving the historical nations and looting and destroying to Sindh and Balochistan. The state is constantly plotting against the demography of Sindh in Pakistan. Thousands of political activists in Sindh and Balochistan are tortured after being arrested by the state agencies. Hundreds of political activists are killed by agencies every year after inhuman torture. The oppression and supremacy of the army is established in every part and sector of the society. Pakistan has proved to be a failed state in political, economic and moral terms. We appeal to the world to release the arrested political activists of Sindh and Balochistan who have been kept in the secret torture cells by the agencies of Pakistan for months and years. Pakistan is a terrorist, unnatural, raw state which the whole world is well aware of. We appeal to the world to liberate the historical nations of Sindhu Desh and Balochistan in the slavery, brutality and fascism of Pakistan, and to protect the entire region and the world from the conspiracies of this unnatural terrorist raw state and its Islamic terrorist jihadi doctrine. Thank you.